Wildman, Wildman.
Greetings and salutations, Papi.
Good morning.
Do you know one of the biggest news stories in the past week or so is Spider-Man? Tell me what you know about Spider-Man.
He's a Marvel character?
Yes, he is. He's a Marvel character, but he's owned by Sony because they sold the intellectual property to Sony.
That's right. So Sony and Marvel, when they use the Spider-Man, has to contribute with each other?
I've done many videos on Sony and Spider-Man already, so I want to get Papi's perspective of the agreement. So Papi, give me your thoughts on Spider-Man and the Sony and Disney partnership.
I like when Spider-Man is part of the Marvel universe.
As do many fans. If you've seen on Twitter, if you've seen on social media, many fans are pleading with Sony. Please, a lot of fans feel helpless because Sony wants to make money and, they want to, kill ties with Marvel because obviously it all boils down to the bottom line. But, it's a shame corporate greed can get in the way of something so creative, something so, that means so much to so many fans.
Do you think if all the Marvel fans contribute like $1, that it would help in this situation?
Or protest, say, take all the Spider-Man merchandise and throw it in the trash can. I thought about actually potentially doing that just to make a point. And I think a lot of fans are going to boycott the third movie because, we want Spider-Man in the Marvel Cinematic Universe,
Sure. Is there like a song that goes like, all we are saying is give Spider-Man a chance?
Maybe. Perhaps there is.
Yeah.
So, let's make a plea to Sony. Sony! Don't do this! Sony! Allow Marvel Studios to use the Spider-Man character in the Marvel Cinematic Universe! Papi is begging you. Papi beg. Put your hands together in a praying position and beg Sony.
Namaste.
Say, Sony, please!
Sony, please.
Please don't do this, Sony!
Yeah, but I think they'll work it out. Because it's going to be beneficial to both, don't you think?
Like you said over the phone, you said you believe it's negotiation tactics. They're playing hardball with one another. Marvel Studios / Disney wants more money. They want a 50-50 agreement. Sony's playing hardball, and they're like, you know what? If you want a 50-50 agreement, we're just not going to allow you to use Spider-Man. So, then Marvel Studios will be like, all right, then maybe we'll have our 5% agreement again. But he thinks they're playing hardball. But I know somebody else is a little bit more pessimistic, and they said Sony released a definitive statement on Twitter saying, we respect Kevin Feige not wanting to be involved with something that's not his intellectual property. So we're going to part ways and proceed with, being separated. So some people are more pessimistic. You're more optimistic because you think they're going to reach an agreement because there's too much money to be made in their partnership. We'll see what happens,
And wasn't the last Spider-Man movie the greatest generating financial movie that Sony ever made?
Absolutely. Spider-Man Far From Home with Mysterio was the highest grossing Sony movie ever. And that wouldn't have happened.
If it wasn't for the Marvel.
It wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for Avengers Endgame. It wouldn't have happened if he wasn't involved with Marvel Studios. And Sony is short-sighted if they think withdrawing involvement it will still sell as well. Because the reason people are buying it is because of the Marvel Studios involvement.
Exactly.
I love this Spider-Man character. I'm a Spider-Man fan. I even liked some of the Sony stuff, like Tobey Maguire in the early 2000s. I liked Into the Spider-Verse, their animated movie.
What about the Garfield stuff?
The Andrew Garfield movie and even the Venom movie is disastrous. And I'm afraid if Spider-Man is produced by Sony, it's going to be even more disastrous content. In 2019, people want to see Spider-Man in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And like we said, Sony, come to your senses. You need Marvel Studios. And Marvel Studios, they lost Iron Man, they lost Captain America. Who do they have? They need Spider-Man too. We're not going to lie. Spider-Man is Marvel's most famous superhero.
That's what it is.
And even in Spider-Man Far From Home, they were saying Spider-Man is going to be the next Iron Man. He's going to be the next head superhero. We like T'Challa, we like Doctor Strange, we like Captain Marvel, but let's put it this way. Spider-Man is much more well-known. Spider-Man's a bigger draw.
Even better than Blade?
Even bigger than Blade. Marvel Studios needs Spider-Man. Sony needs Marvel Studios, so hopefully they reach an agreement and money doesn't get in the way, and that is what it is.